Okay? I want to preface this video though by saying we are only looking for stocks to buy within major uptrends. That means if you zoom out on a chart and you look at the long-term movement of the stock's going to be in the top right corner, okay? We don't want these bottom right corner charts, okay? The reason being is that we know that there's demand for the top right corner charts. We're all about the momentum, and momentum is just caused by extreme demand. That's it, okay? So let's get into the first pattern. Let's do it. All right, first setup, Trendline Support Buy. These are very low risk setups with very high probability. These are the ways we get into the strongest stocks with very low risk entries. High probability trades on low risk entries, that's all we're looking for out here, okay? So what we want to see is a strong stock create very well defined support. That support may come in the form of horizontal support or within an ascending trend line. I'll show you. So we have a stock, I'm going to draw a stock moving higher. So, as we can see, we have some ascending trend line support. So, we're going to keep an eye on the stock until it creates a converging trend line descending. So, we're going to keep an eye and then, oh look, it finally got so tight. Now, exactly what we're looking for is this converging trend line to make for a very tight risk entry, and this is going to be our buy point. Now what we want to see here is we want to see all the moving averages, well let's say the 8 and 21 or the 50-day simple moving average, we want to see them get clustered in this area. When moving averages are clustered together, it indicates that there will be an expansion soon. So we're staring at this area and we see this support, and now a descending trend line has formed, creating this tight risk entry. So what we're looking for is we want to buy on the way up, on the break of that descending trend line. We want to see the volume increased by the end of the day. We really want to see the volume increased above the level, but what's important is that it is higher than its, let's say, 20-day average volume by the end of the day. That's very important, volume in this equation. So we want to see the converging trend lines, the very well-defined support. Ideally, there's the tight moving averages, and very importantly, we're buying on the way up. We're not buying on the way down. So how you want to do it is you buy through this trend line, and you place your stop below support. Your stop has to be below the support because that's how you know you're wrong. It can come down, it can chop around, it can retest the trend line, but until it breaks this support to the downside, you're not wrong yet. Okay, so those are the key things we're looking for. Let's look at some charts where we crushed trades very recently using the setup. Let's get into it. All right, trendline support buys. Now, as I said before, this is how you want to get into the strongest names out. You want to keep an eye on them, and you want to stalk them. You want to really know all their levels, their resistance, their channels, what trend they have, everything. Because you want to get in these on a tight risk entry, and that's how we do it with these. So let's look at this. So AAOI, this stock has been in some, this has been a very hot stock, this AAOI. As you can see, the crazy run it's been on, but we just bought this thing, and we used this trade exactly, and I'm going to map out the important parts. All right, so we see it's in this channel, and now so we're watching around here, and it's just battling with this support right here, and now we see that, zoom in a bit, it's battling with this support trend line, and there's no accident that these lines are holding up. These trend lines are very important. So if you see this is the type of entry we're looking for, where, all right, it's making a bottom, it's not closing on a red day, it's clearly showing strength at the trend line, and now we see a converging descending trend line. So this trade's trigger becomes 63, 63-ish, and I was calling this out to the chat when we bought it. Boom, look at the follow through. Boom. So we bought 63, and there was so much volume that I just kept the low day stop for about $1 risk. So it was 62.12. Bought 63. I had to stop. And this one, that was the entry. That was the entry.
So we got in this one with $1 risk, and it's still going. I ended up getting out here at 84. I'm a mook at the time. What's 20% in 6 days? I got out here 84.36. It's okay, but what I'm trying to say is you got to find these low risk entries into these strong stocks, and then that's how you get the crazy risk reward. I think I got 20 to 1 on that one or something like that. All right, next one, TRVG, same story. So now we're seeing some horizontal trendline support, and this one is a great example of the moving averages being clustered. So we see the 8 and 21 day getting very tight, and look at that. It creates a descending trend line from highs, a nice little inside day. How we traded this was I actually bought a feeler here around 18 when it broke this inside day high right here, and I had to stop below the support. And then what I did was add very heavily through the high of this inside day, 19 bucks, boom. And that's the trade right there, 19 bucks. I had $1 risk. And there you go, right to 24. You could still be in this one if you're trading on the 8 day, but I'm just trying to show that it's a very tight risk entry. You gotta be staring at support, and the support has to fully bottom, and then you want to see high volume expansion. And when you see the moving averages, the momentum moving averages like the 8 and 21 SMA clustered up, that's great news. That is great news. And let's check out this EDU. So this one was a nice one. This stock has been in a major uptrend. And it's like, how do you get involved? How do you get involved without just blindly buying highs? So you stalk it, you keep an eye on it, and then look, boom, creates the horizontal trend line support. And then look at this, our favorite, a converging trend line. And this is our entry. And look at that, the 8, the 21, and the 50 simple moving average all clustered up very tightly. This is exactly what we're looking for an entry. So the high of this day is 72.68. This is 70. The high of this day is 73. So the trigger's about 73. You buy 73, very tight risk entry, and quick 10 bucks there. The trade's still in motion. So this is another one. Just very easy, very low risk, high probability trade. And these stocks have to be strong stocks. It's very important. Now here's one we're currently in. Whoa. We recently bought this Swear, same thing. See this little circled area? Outline it for you. That's where we got involved. We bought 28.25 on 75 cents risk. And where the arrow is, we actually took 50% off the table. I'm still in this one. It's just I feel like it's back testing support, whatever. Story for a different day. But as you can see, we're staring at this support trend line, and then here was the initial entry right here. Boom. Very steep converging trend line, and then that's what led to the first entry. 75 cents risk off lows, and then boom. And then this is the day, and then above between 31.50, we were selling a lot of stock. I still have half my position left, but that's exactly what we're looking for in these support buys. All right, and that's what we're going to continue to look for, because they are tight risk entries, and they give explosive moves. All right, so now you know what to look for.